Hello, my friends. This is my first time coming online on this channel, and it's my first streaming. I want to get to use the opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Michael Anyamu, and the name of my podcast or channel, as you may call it, is Common Sense View. I call it Common Sense View because what I'm bringing is what I think everyone knows, but few people know how to articulate. Common sense, the first logic and the last logic at the end of the day. It's not overemphasizing the role of the expert or the role of the unknown, but that first instinct, prima facie evidence, that which you see, how do you see it? You look outside, it's raining, and you say, it is raining. That is your common sense. Maybe you are wrong, maybe you're not. But your common sense tells you there is no place somebody's pouring water from. It is coming all the way from the sky. It must be raining. At the end, you might be wrong. But your first judgment, that is what I think common sense is. That first judgment, sometimes really wrong. But when backed with facts, it's usually the same. The fact that I am talking to you now without so much philosophizing whether I'm actually talking to you or not. You know that I am talking to you. Yeah, also, there may be possibility that I have already talked in the past and recorded it. That is also possible. But what your mind tells you, what you see at the moment is that this guy that calls himself Michael is talking to you at the moment. So I want you to hold me on that first value, and I want to tell you that however it goes, no matter what it takes, I will tell you my own common sense view on every subject I raise. My own common sense view, my perspective. Will I get things wrong? Definitely. Will I intentionally get things wrong? No. And I will avoid anything that puts out plausible deniability. If I get something wrong, I apologize to you. If there is something I know that it might not be right, I tell you outright, I am not certain about this. So you know, I'm not trying to wriggle out of situation so that I wouldn't be caught lying or telling the truth. If it's yes, it has to be yes. If it is no, I will make sure that you understand that this is my position and it's a no. So having said that, today is my introduction day. And the main subject I want to talk about is the recent war on immigration going on in Sweden. Illegal immigration or gang-related crimes. I want to put these two things that are not really polar concepts, but are connected as they are being treated currently. The first thing was, sometime last year, there was a rumor that there will be a possibility to revoke immigration status from people who committed gang-related crimes in Sweden. Do I support that? No, not because I'm an immigrant. But the reason why I support it is that once you go that road, the slippery slope will lead to something you never planned for. Once you go the road of revoking citizenship from people that commit immigration-related crime and who have dual or mixed parents, then you are already drawing a line. If the parent is a Swedish parent by origin, and maybe a Middle Eastern, Eastern Europe, or African descent parent, father and mother of different races, and you revoke the citizenship, you have already established a superiority-inferiority relationship, whereby the person under whose identity the child's citizenship is revoked is the inferior race, and the other one under it is not returned becomes the superior race, which has nothing to do with an inferior race. Now, I know that this is not in the mind of the people who are crafting the law, but you cannot avoid that. It's a fact. If you ask me, revoking the citizenship of people who commit crime is not the way to go. As a matter of fact, you can't just go and grab immigration status. No, it has to go to the law. You already created an opportunity for a backlog of things that can go over years before they are resolved, if they are resolved. So the easier way to handle it is what? Change the criminal code. Create a special criminal code for gang-related crimes. People who involved in violent gang-related crimes, instead of going to prison for 5 years, 10 years, depending on the level of crime they committed, can go to prison for 20 years, 30 years. Not maybe for punitive level, but for deterrence. When somebody knows that he'll be put away for 30 years, 40 years, in such a way that when he comes out, every single thing he knows has changed, he plays with caution. In that way, you still retain the sanctity of the country and also the security of the country. Because I know that now the concept of security is being played over the sanctity of the country. A country that has remained so long this way and that's come this far cannot just destroy itself because of the bad eggs among its society. Also, you have to find out why are there more gangs these years, the past 2-3 years, than have been in the past. Why? If you can't address that situation, then you are not ready to change the situation or to change the consequences they are bringing. That is the way I see it. Of course, I am not supposed to dive into much of anything today because, as I said, I'm just telling you this is who I am. I want to go into this. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the society itself, how the structure of the society is being fashioned. And I was reading the other day about freedom of speech. In Sweden, it is not the same thing with citizens and non-citizens. Why is that? Also, why are young people are going so much into drugs and other related stuff? Also, talk about international politics, what is happening around the world. Africa is boiling. A lot of coup d'etat the past 6-7 months. France is being thrown out of practically all the countries that have been occupying for quite a number of years. Why? Why are those countries that have been occupying so impoverished, more impoverished, or as impoverished as they have been since time immemorial? Why? Why are the raw materials taken away from Africa, not refined with them so that they have a possibility of getting the benefits of refining country, the benefit that they're supposed to get for having those raw materials refined in their country? Why? Why is it that what they get at the end is either a dumping material or a leftover of what actually was taken from them? For instance, the cobalt that is used for all this battery stuff. Why is it that they're not refined in a place like Guinea? Why not? They're just mined, and all the raw materials are shifted to other parts of the world to be refined, and they take the benefit that like the origin country is supposed to take. Why? Why is it that only the people in the left get more praises when they do things and not the right? Why is it that everyone in the right is called extreme right, and nobody uses that term for the people on the left? And I have my view that the future is in the middle. The future is in the middle. These are the things I want to talk about in this podcast as we proceed. I am nobody's friend, and nobody's my friend as long as this is concerned. I have a neutral view, but that is my view. I side for no particular side, but I have my perspective, and a strong one indeed. Sometimes I will side with the left, sometimes I will side with the right, but I belong in the middle. So that is what I want you to notice in whatever I'm saying, that I will delve into some social issues. Some of them may not go so well, but when I am wrong, I will be quick to apologize. Where I am right, I will stand firm on my position, hoping that you give me a superior reason why I should drop my position, or why my position is either outdated or not relevant. But you have the right to your opinion, just as I do to mine, and just as every other person has right to his or her opinion. As at the moment, I have not figured out any area I will not delve into. I have not figured out that yet. But at any particular subject I'm not very good at, though I may talk about them, I will also make it known that this is not my areas of specialization. And whenever I have an information to put across, I will give you sources so that you go and do your own research. I'm not a know-it-all. You do your own research, come with your own perspective, come with your own conclusion, and I stand to be corrected or to be cancelled on that subject, because nobody can cancel me, just as I don't play to cancel anyone. You have your voice all the time, and I want to have mine. So you can't cancel me, and I have no intention of canceling you. He says it's a straight talk, common sense, straight talk. If you don't have anything to talk, don't talk. If you have something to say it. If you have a position that you have strong opinion about, let it bear. And that is what I want to go along with this pedestal. Sometimes I will talk about religion if they have relevance to the society, not individuals' faith. No, I have nothing to do with people's individual faith. Your faith is your faith. Your non-faith is your non-faith. It has nothing to do with me. Excuse me. So that is how we are going to play this game. And I'm not here to play any game of gotcha. If you come to that game, I'm not part of it. So that is what I want to say. So if you want to join me in this journey, I'll be open-minded, and I will also ask you for your opinions on subjects you think we talk about. The hottest subjects today, as at today, there are 3 of them. One is tomorrow is going to be the inauguration of Donald Trump for his second tenure in office as the 47th president of the United States. And the second hottest issue now is the ceasefire in Gaza that is now being threatened, because Netanyahu insisted that Hamas and their group must provide the list of the people taken hostage. And the third aspect, the third hot subject, maybe not really that hot, but for me it is the war going on in Ukraine. In as much as it has been played down for quite a while as if nothing is going on, I know that a lot of stuff is going on there. And if nothing is done, we are gradually creeping into World War III as we are talking. So that is why I put it at one of the 3 hottest stuff going on today. Why do I say Trump inauguration is hot? Because if he gets it right, then we have a chance of having peace around the world, as was the case in his first administration. If he gets it wrong, then the world will boil over, because what will he do? He will escalate things. Then, Ukraine, my concern, why I put it on one of the hot button issues, that people have died more than we're able to say the truth about. I don't know why it is being hidden. And the issue of the cables that are being cut every day that is somehow pointed to Russia is another thing that will lead to an escalation, and nobody knows how it will end. Until today, I'm still reading to find out if there has been a conclusive evidence pointing at Russia. There might be circumstantial, it's not enough. And when a conclusive evidence that point that Russia is culpable, that will drag them to either apologize or face consequences for their action. But if no such action, if there's no such a conclusion, then I don't take anything that is, anything I think is just about information warfare. And about information warfare, we have been hearing a lot of it these days, from both UK, here, Sweden, in Finland, all over Europe is information warfare. But we have to know, even Caesar's wife is not beyond suspicion. All of us are guilty of this information warfare. But my own strategy is, if you think that one side is telling lies, instead of refining what we hear, instead of twisting what we hear, just lay bare the truth. Adult minds will find a way to decipher which one is true and which one is a mere conspiracy theory, or a mere conspiracy. So all these are what I've been talking about. I didn't have the intention of making this a very long talk. So, but from today onwards, going forward, I'll pick a subject matter and talk about it as long as I can. But no subject discussion will pass 3 hours. So, join me in this journey If you are able to join today, if you come across this Blab Talk now, I hope that you subscribe to this channel if you have not already done through what I've been posting. I also hope that you share the channel, and I also more that you be part of the discussion anytime I come online. I want to be pointed out for getting something wrong, and I want also to be pointed out for getting something right. Trust me, I want to get it right all the time, but nobody does that. So until the next time we meet, once again, like, share, and subscribe. And see you on another note. Bye.